what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get. Too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back. That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab from man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a. She an.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get. Too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left.
Insane shit. I'ma murder you. To preserve blood off the pavement for later so I can bathe in it. CAT scan, beloved. I was amazed because it's more afraid than rage in him. Never seen a saber-tooth tiger behave kitten. Peel his cap back. Open his skull. It's a maze in it. I'm confused because it ain't a way out or a way in it. You gotta fake. Oh no. You got a fake image. You got a fake image with a whisper of great gimmick. That's why your rhymes don't manifest in this world. They phase different. Until you let down
A&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
You are open book for Bird. You are open book for Bird. Every round I'm page driven. Get off that dust and slam the brakes on all of this shape shifting. I am unlocked. Open two-sipping, still with a gun cock. Let off one shot. Then the ring and speed up. Like when your phone's locked. Yeah, sun hot, but I brought sunblock for this fucking
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Yeah, sun hot, but I brought sunblock for this fucking
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now Jackson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on trying to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
On second down, it's Carson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
All night I'm going to be straight moving. You are special, but when God made you special, He made a mistake and He made 2 of them. You ain't shit to me. Just another one.
From the gun on 3rd down, wins. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Jalen Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
I'm powerful. This blow off the mud. Don't get mad.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable here for Davis. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
Nigga, I knocked 3
Over the football with a 1st and 10.
Being out my element is being
the Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about it. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
It's about to get hot early. You didn't see your shadow, groundhog. Stop it with the pen.
Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
Before your backfield, you need a round off. Silencers take the sound off. I never touch the surface. I push the ground off. Tonight we separate the pit bull from the house.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at 45. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. 25 yards that time. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Mike Weber, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
I said, look, if I slay you, it's no brainer. You even praise me.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
It's a contract to walk in your house and pay you your roof. This shit don't take a lot of wit. He don't gotta win. That's the truth. In his mind, I got Lux, I got Mook, shoot. I'm already in. How y'all not convinced? Look what I'm against.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine some. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They're really working in sync right now.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz escaping the pressure, and the pressure gets to him again. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Well, they get off the field on 3rd down. Excellent job, excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And now will come the offense as they take over.
This is Lenny Kravitz. Listen. Hold up. This is Lenny Kravitz.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They certainly come out firing even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there. Here's
What was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
All these gun bar niggas on the car, but you can best smack still call up, fully load this line, and
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I'm going to do my duty, though. I'm going to do my duty. I got a ton-load ball, man. Yeah. That way.
Jackson now. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Jackson going to throw again. And this is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting them in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Money, do it! I told you I moved camp for you. So there's no confusion. This is Houston, right? And nigga, you got a problem.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And he's got his target. That's more. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it with Carson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
But instead of put him on track, you just skip the fact.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, arguably, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him, though. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit, thanking him for that much space to rumble.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's what it's called. When a thirsty nigga gets spoon-fed into the fork in the road, that's a turn-off. And I'm going to pull up like...
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Man, let me eat, nigga. Please, let me eat. Fuck out of here. When a thirsty nigga...
On the draw, this is Petty. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here at Arlington. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
I'm going to pull up like... Hey, look here, nigga. First off, this is Offset talking to Quavo about a bad ad.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
You got drunk all this way to be up here looking like you're using?
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Myers able to knock it through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
His style, so unique. He's so fast, he can catch a bullet in his teeth. How fucking easy. But I ain't heard it though. Hands and feet, bitch, nigga. This is an execution. Play ball.
To throw again. Jackson. First, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Directions read lots of pain. Picture, open heart like a locket chain. I've been watching veins. Ride up. Ride up. Ride up.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Weaver. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Mays first. This now from 46 yards away. Moore able to put this one through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This will be fielded at the 6.
I breathe a different air. This isn't fair. They don't believe in being bloody. Is it rare? This
so we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken as 4. They'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd and 2, Wentz.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed
Stay y'all ass in here.
is absolutely extraordinary.
Get in here now.
Let's just face it. This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out. Pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Davis now to return it. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. They'll get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. First down, and it's Pollard again. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Nigga blocked half a second.
They're trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 27, Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 23 yards the pickup there. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments, all releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Looking left side of his gun. That's Weaver.
Nigga block shit right into the fucking
this
block.
one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson. This is caught by Robinson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Here we go now with Smith. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tremont Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the... The punter no longer exists for their offense, and that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there on a first down.
Yeah, who you fooling, boy? I know your kind. Yeah, who you fooling, boy? I know your kind. I smack blood in your mouth. You'll spit out a rainbow and just roll your eyes. You a maggot. You a maggot. And a maggot at its maximum only grows to flies. Yeah. Rewind yours in.
On first down, Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback.
We should have never gave this nigga no rat press. Yo, hold it down, hold it down. Hold it down. Hold it down. Oh, hold on. Yeah.
That sails over the end line.
25-yard line. God damn it, Granny, you access at best this was dangerous. I mean, they came in hitting Guardian Angels.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
56. Check 56. Check tight. Check tight.
Play action. It's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising.
And got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 83 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will get them one closer. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Right, stop running.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Pollard again. And an alley to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he cuts it right and into space. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. Back now in Arlington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth.
74. Hey, Foxtrot.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Wentz. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw is Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now here's... And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Jackson. It's complete to Robinson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
This the scene in my head I was visualizing.
Here's Jackson.
Come on,
That will be incomplete.
Nigga, finally getting touched and dropping the fucking
Because
ball.
it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Okay, bro.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 77 now from the 28. They run again with Carson. They'll get a couple up to about the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
No pressure right. No pressure right. This shit from the start.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Now a desperation throw.
He went off on him, goddammit.
Fight
Yeah.
for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Ryan Kerrigan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100, and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Cheap in your blood. That's why you bold. You got that
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
The loser got to jump. Therefore, if we tie and they can't call it, we both are going to try to build in the stand.
They go play action with Jackson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
I'm outside with it like homeless people. Fuck the stand.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in blue color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a second and goal. Here's Wentz to throw. Flush to his right.
Nobody else.
A consolation prize.
Niggas can't even get off the fucking block, bro. What's the point of having X factor DNs if you can't even get off the block? Fuck out of here, bro.
But some fantasy players,
Marcus Lawrence is getting blocked all the way to this nigga running the end zone.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big.
They flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
When it rains, it pours. My life's got a shower.